welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're new. So today we are going to be talking about the brand new assault rifle, the EM2. Now I know I am late. Well, that was because on update night I just wasn't around. I was out of town, so I basically missed out on being able to get my hands on the brand new assault rifle. But from what I saw from Twitter, a lot of you guys were saying that the EM2 is pretty overpowered. So today we actually had a chance to go ahead and test out the weapon, and let's go ahead and find out, is the EM2 actually as OP as people say? So if you guys do enjoy the content, a like goal of 600 likes would definitely be appreciated. I know we could hit that, and make sure to subscribe if you're brand new around here. 𝗪𝗪𝗢𝗡𝗦 today, make it official, and let's get on with the video. All right, so the first thing that I did want to talk about that makes the EM2 very unique in the assault rifle category is its recoil patterns. So here is what the recoil pattern looks like with the base, no attachments, and here in the red we have all of our muzzles, as well as here in the blue we have our underbarrels. And here's what it looks like when you combine the best muzzle and the underbarrels, as well as the second best muzzle with an underbarrel as well. So I mean, clearly it's just super obvious that this gun has literally no recoil. And if you compare it to other recoil patterns in the game as far as assault rifles go, it clearly is in a league of its own, and there really is no point, in my opinion, of running a muzzle or an underbarrel that does control that recoil, which is what I'm going to be featuring in today's video. You know, we might as well use those attributes for something like speed or mobility. But yeah, man, even the base with no attachments, the recoil pattern is impeccable. So if you are one of those people that just have a hard time controlling recoil, then this gun is going to be for you. And I would definitely say that this is one of its best attributes as an assault rifle. So obviously, if you do want to go for that absolute laser beam, no recoil, then go with the infantry compensator and the field agent, or you can go with the SOCOM eliminator. Matter of fact, you can actually go with any of these combinations. You know, you can't go wrong, is basically what I'm trying to say here with the EM2 recoil comparison. Next up, let's talk about the bullet velocity. So the base bullet velocity, on average, it hits 211 milliseconds, which is actually, you know, not too bad. But if you do want the absolute fastest hit detection and most consistent, then definitely go with the Ranger barrel. So this is expected, as with most of the ARs that I have tested. Usually there are no issues with the barrels. They do exactly what they state they do, unlike the SMGs. The SMGs tend to have a little trouble there, and there are some very misleading stats in the game. But as far as assault rifles go, and specifically the EM2, the Ranger barrel does give us the most consistent hit detection as well as the fastest hit detection. I mean, there is no question here. You definitely should be using the Ranger barrel if you want the best hit detection as possible. Now, you could use other barrels here, but like the Task Force, for example, if you want to extend your damage range out. But that's pretty much the only benefit that you would get from using the Task Force. But the hit detection is not going to be as great as the Ranger barrel. So it's really up to you what you want. Do you want more range, or do you want better hit detection and more consistent gunfights? Then definitely go with the Ranger barrel. All right, so I've been seeing a lot of tweets, you know, mentioned at me and comments about the EM2 being absolutely amazing. Well, you know what? I was a little skeptical after I did my testing with the TTK. So the EM2 is right here, up to 38 meters. It's a 336 millisecond time to kill. This is to the body, of course. And honestly, man, it's not that OP in my opinion. We still have the AK-47 and the FARA 83 at 300 milliseconds, which is far superior versus the EM2. So I would say that even the XM4 is at a slightly better place versus the EM2. And also that with the XM4, you don't need to use like a scope or anything like that, or it doesn't come with a scope, I mean, and you can use the iron sights, and the gun is pushed out a little bit further. So it's a lot more mobile as well. So I would say the XM4 is still better than the EM2 as far as mobility and just user friendliness. But that's not to say the EM2 is not that great. I would say it's well balanced in my opinion. It's not OP at all. It's well balanced. But however, there is a slight difference here in headshots. When it comes to headshots, the EM2 has a very fast time to kill. All right, so typically I turn all these numbers into a graph, so it's a lot easier to read. But you know, there's some kind of bug going on with Google Sheets right now, so don't mind this. I know it looks very overwhelming at first, a whole bunch of numbers just being staring at you. But yeah, so these are the headshot TTKs of all the assault rifles in the game. Here we have the EM2 at 224 millisecond time to kill, faster than the C58, faster than the 𝗧𝗪𝗡𝗏, not as fast as the FFAR, not as fast as the AK, not as fast as the, actually they're pretty much about the same, just off by 1 millisecond here. FARA and EM2 are pretty much on the same level as far as headshots go. Definitely faster than the Krieg, QBZ, as well as the XM4. So headshots are the way to go if you're trying to maximize this weapon's power and ability to melt your opponents. Obviously, it's not practical for most people, but that's a small little tip, and something that I found that was pretty unique about this gun, or a feature that makes it OP. So maybe you've been like melted by it, but it's probably because your opponents were hitting you in the head and they got those headshots, and this explains it right here. This TTK of 224. Obviously, this goes all the way down to 38 meters, of course, without using the task force barrel. And then after that range at 39 meters, we do get a TTK of 336. So even at these ranges, even the 𝗧𝗏 has better TTK. So yeah, it's not too OP. It's okay, but if you want to make it as OP as possible, I guess it's just the way you use it. You gotta go for headshots and also maybe put on those attachments that are going to control the recoil the most. But yeah, EM2 by any means is not super OP at all, and I don't really believe it needs any kind of crazy weapon tuning balancing to it. All it really needs is just maybe an adjustment to the recoil, and that's pretty much it in my opinion. All right, and welcome back to the Gunsmith. So we're going to be going over a 5 attachment EM2 class setup. In my opinion, 5 attachments is all you need on the EM2. It's really that good. So first thing I do want to point out is if you take a look at the iron sights, there is no iron sight. It comes stock with pretty much of a zoom sight. I don't know what the technical term is, but it's actually not that bad. So you don't really need an extra optic on it to be able to, you know, see opponents clear or anything like that. It's not really too zoomed in too much, and it's not really zoomed in too much to the point where, you know, you just can't really tell what's going on up close. So in my opinion, optic is definitely not needed. I have tried it with the Microflex LED, but for the sake of trying to maximize the potential of this weapon as far as mobility goes, I removed it, and I was pretty comfortable with just using the base iron sights on it, or base optics on it, if you want to say. So you don't really need an optic on it. Now for the muzzle, we're not going to be using a muzzle at all. I know this sounds really strange, but you know, based on my recoil pattern testing and just overall experience with this gun, you really don't need attachments that control recoil. I mean, the base recoil pattern already was pretty good. So matter of fact, it has the best recoil pattern that we've seen in the game thus far. So that's pretty much the shining feature of this weapon, and why it's pretty much a laser, and why it's so easy for people to use. All right, so for the first attachment, no question, we're going with the Ranger barrel. As you guys saw in the testing, Ranger barrel gave us the best bullet velocity, aka hit detection. Obviously, this is very important for getting more consistent gunfights. We do not want to get any hit markers whatsoever when we're engaging in gunfights, especially on moving targets, which is going to be the case obviously in a real life situation when you are playing in game. And the range of 38.1 meters, technically for an assault rifle, that's not really that far, but if you're using it up close or maybe medium to borderline long range, you shouldn't really have a problem trying to hold that TTK up to those ranges. Now the Ranger barrel, I feel like, is definitely worth it for that hit detection. So do what you want with that information. I'm just here to provide you guys with the most optimal attachments, and Ranger is definitely the best barrel to use for hit detection. For an underbarrel, we're going to be using the infiltrator grip to increase our mobility and just make us feel a little bit more cracked, because assault rifles by nature, they do have their weaknesses in mobility. So adding an underbarrel like the infiltrator grip is definitely going to make you feel a lot more mobile. Now, like I was saying previously, you don't need a muzzle, you don't need an underbarrel that's going to help control recoil, because the EM2 has literally no recoil. It's basically broken at this point. So we might as well use an attachment that's going to help out with mobility, and that is what the infiltrator grip is going to help out with. Now for the magazine, we're going to be using the 40 round magazine. Quite frankly, the base magazine size is just not enough. You need as much ammo as possible, and a static 45 round, for me personally, I feel like is the best magazine to use. That way you have a lot more forgiveness in case you do miss your shots in those rare events. You do have a lot more ammo to work with. Of course, more ammo to go around for the next opponent as well. Now for the handle, we're going to be going with the airborne elastic wrap to help mitigate the negatives on the magazine to have as much fast ADS as possible. Then for the stock, we're going to be using the Raider stock to increase our aim walking movement speed, as well as a little boost to our sprint to fire time. That's the main reason why we're using the Raider stock. And for the rest of the class setup, this is all just personal preference. You could use whatever you want to. Like I said, this is not my account. This is actually a subscriber account, so this is what he was using for his secondary. I just switched up whatever he was using on the EM2 for the purpose of making this video. And here's what I typically use here. I switched some of these perks here, as well as my tactical lethal and my field upgrade. But anyways, guys, if you guys came here just for the class setup, make sure to leave a like on your way out. I'd really appreciate it, and make sure to subscribe for brand new around your TheRealTurboManYT today. And as for the rest of you guys, let's go see how this thing performs in game. I'll see you guys there. All right, so while we're waiting for the match to start, I just want to reiterate, just in case for those who did miss out on my announcement of, why I wasn't able to test out these weapons right away is because I was on vacation. I simply was just not at my setup. So a subscriber hit me up and he said, hey, if you need to use the weapons to go ahead and use for testing so you can get your work done faster, you can go ahead and use my account. So shout out to 𝗧𝗘𝗪𝗧 or 𝗧𝗘𝗪𝗧. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but hopefully I did get it right in one or two situations. 50-50 chance I did. Appreciate it, man. His Twitter link down below in the description. Show him some love for helping Turbo Nation make this video possible. So let's get it, baby. Echelon. And if you guys did miss my video on the brand new SMG, the Tech 9, make sure to check that out. Unfortunately, we're in a match here that's already started, but I've already gotten a taste for how this map feels. And there are definitely some parts that I do like here. So normally on this map, I like to patrol the left or the right side. It's a 3-lane map typically. And of course, depending on the flow of the game, you might want to go to the middle because this right here is what I consider to be a power position in the middle. So yeah, unfortunately, we just got into a match that's already in progress and someone's chopper is outside. Let's go, baby. We're gonna try our best to get some headshots in. Let's keep them moving. C4, let's go. Someone for... Oh. All right, it's time to activate Turbo Man mode. Come on, let's grab B. I need to get a headshot, man. That's how you get the fastest TTK. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. We're getting B, baby. I don't care how many times I have to die to get it. I am gonna get it. Let's go. Oh! Where did that guy come from? Let's go. That was a nice headshot. I got teammates back over here. Got his blind side. I could get outnumbered here. Oh, C4 opportunity. No! So satisfying. Oh my gosh. Are you serious, dog? Oh my god, man. That guy is just straight up melting me. I think we're in good shape. We just gotta approach the map from a different angle. Hipfire is pretty nice on this gun as well. Can't push too far into there. I didn't even know you could get up there. All right, let's take this. Let's take this back. Game's way too close. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Well, we finished off with 43 kills, 10 deaths. We got put into a match that was already in progress. We were kind of due from the start. So we're going to make up for this. We're going to skip to the next gameplay here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's put in work with this brand new EM2 assault rifle. I'm 100% ready for this. By the way, what do you guys think of the new map Echelon? I'm really curious because, we don't really have too many maps that came out when the game released like this, where it's a 3-lane map. So, I think they were releasing these kind of maps on purpose because they know that people love fast-paced maps and, just putting in maps that people want to play on that are faster, they feel like people are going to play. Obviously, like Nuketown, for example, they literally had that in the game since the beginning. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see what your thoughts are on Echelon. For me personally, I think it's an okay map. The only thing that kind of sucks is that a lot of the gunfights, they seem to be very campy. So, or they promote camping. That's what I was trying to say. So, you could just be ADSing down a line of sight. Someone will pop by and boom, he's dead. So, it's kind of like a, on and off for me. Ooh, those are some nice kicks. Let's get it, baby. But yeah, it's not too bad of a map in my opinion. The only thing is it promotes camping. Like people could literally just stand right here and then just wait for an opponent to come by. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so lucky I got a headshot there. That's where this gun shines the most. Let's go. Advanced movement for the win. Oh, behind me. That's nice. Oh, I'm dead.
With who?
Oh, I'm still alive. No, what? Wait. Oh, man, I guess spawns flipped? Ah! Oh my gosh, dude. C4 needs to detonate a lot faster. Nice little double there. Dude, I'm getting wrecked, man. This is what I'm talking about. You just got an ADS down a line of sight, wait until someone appears, and you're dead. Literally heard his footsteps. Oh, line it up for me, please. I really don't understand this. But anyways, we got away with a 29-17. Not the most stellar gameplay, but, you know, some very, very, very weird things have happened in this gameplay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and kick it to the next match. All right, hopefully we can rebound from this. This is definitely a must, dude. We got to make some plays. Bruh, okay. Let's not let that get the best of us. Oh, okay. Well, here's the deal. Like I said, this is not my account. It's a subscriber's account. And I'm really not trying to stay on his account all day because obviously it's his and I'm sure he wants to play. So whatever I get is what y'all gonna get. This is literally just the reality of it. And I have no problem whatsoever showing these kind of gameplays. You know, I'm not here to show off or anything like that. I'm just here to, you know, provide information for you guys. And if you guys like the gameplay, then you like the gameplay. But, yeah, today's just absolutely been rough. Thank you. I finally got my first kill. Holy crap. Finally. Oh boy. I mean, you guys get the idea. I mean, this gun is okay. It melts. You just gotta get headshots. I was indoors, but I still died to the airstrike. Yeah, like I said, we joined that game late. I mean, we can make up all the excuses that we want to here, but it is what it is, man. This is sometimes the reality of it. It's just unplayable. But anyways, guys, if you guys made it this far into the video, hopefully you found this entertaining in some way, shape, or form. Just seeing me suffer. Leave a comment down below. Comment down below SBMM. That's all I gotta say. All right, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let's get it, baby. Yo, if you guys are always on your computer all day or you like to game for long sessions, definitely check out GamerAdvantage.com for these blue light blocking glasses. Quite literally the best blue light glasses that you can ever find on the market. Make sure to check out GamerAdvantage.com and just learn more about it, man. There's so many benefits to keeping your eyes nice and healthy. You won't feel that strain at the end of the day, and you'll go to sleep like a baby at the end of the day, and that's the best part. You won't feel tired at all. Definitely check out GamerAdvantage.com. Use code TURBO at checkout.